सुधागड एज्युकेशन सोसायटीचे पूर्व प्राथमिक, प्राथमिक, माध्यमिक व उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय कळंबोली मराठी, हिंदी, इंग्रजी, उर्दू माध्यम यांच्या सौजन्याने शैक्षणिक व्हिडिओमध्ये आपलं सर्वांचं स्वागत आहे.
Hello, good morning children. So in last lecture we have started our new topic from chemistry and it is solid state. So today we are going to continue our topic. Now today's subtopic is crystal structure, crystal lattice, Bravais lattice and these all things. Now let us see crystal structure. See, these crystals are studied through X-ray crystallography to understand their structure. The crystalline solids have definite orderly arrangement of their constituent particle in 3 dimensions. Now here we should know these all crystal solids are arranged in 3 dimensions. Okay. So this 3-dimensional study, it is studied through X-ray crystallography. Now for this study we will see about the crystal lattice. Now what is crystal lattice? Crystal lattice is nothing but it is regular arrangement of constituent particles. So these particles are nothing but atoms, ions, molecules of the crystalline solid in 3-dimensional space. Okay. Now here the positions which are occupied by atoms, ions or molecules in the crystal lattice are called as lattice points or lattice sites, or it is also called as bases. Okay. So in this crystal structure these points are called as lattice points or lattice sites or bases. Okay. Now the smallest 3-dimensional portion which is repeated over again and again throughout the crystal to form the complete crystal lattice is called unit cell. Now what is unit cell? What is unit cell? Now see here this complete crystalline structure running three-dimensionally it is running in all directions, but its smallest portion this portion is called as unit cell. The smallest 3-dimensional portion which is repeated over again and again, it is called as unit cell. It is called as unit cell. So this is the unit cell. Here these points, these are called as lattice points or lattice sites. Okay. So this is called as unit cell. Now in this unit cell, so these pairs, atoms or ions shown here in 3 dimensions. So this is unit cell, only smallest portion of the complete crystalline structure. If this unit cell is cut from all sides, from all surfaces, that is from 6 faces, then we get its geometrical shape. This is the geometrical shape. Okay. Now this geometrical shape, in this geometrical shape we get idea from these points. So this is These are the points So these are the points. Now parameters of unit cell. So here this is A, side A, this is B, height is B, and width is C, with the angles alpha, beta, and gamma are their adjacent angles. Angles and the lengths of unit cell, they decides the number of crystal structures. Okay, now here types of crystal system. These types are depend on these parameters of the unit cell. Okay, these parameters means length and the corresponding angle between each edges. So here types of crystal system, there are basically two types of unit cell, that is primitive and centered unit cell. Primitive and centered unit cell. Primitive means the unit cells in which the molecules, ions, atoms are present at the corners only, at the corners of the shape only, of unit cell only. It is called as primitive. Got it? And centered unit cell means which have points, particles at corners as well as some other points. So at different points also the particles, ions, molecules or atoms may be present. Okay, so depending on, first is face centered. That particle, that molecule, that ion, atom may be present at the face of the unit cell. So these are the faces. At this face the particle may be present. Then body center. What is body center? Whatever it may be, the body, cubical, tetragonal, trigonal, whatever it may be, at its center there is particle or atom or molecule. Is it right? And the last is end center. So at faces of two opposite sides. So at the upper side or at the bottom side, there are also points or particles, atoms, ions or molecule may be present. So total two types. One is primitive unit cell, second is centered unit cell. Primitive means at the corners. At the corners only points present, particles present. Second type, centered unit cell. So it is face centered, body centered and end center. Means the particles may present at the surface, at the center of body or at end faces of the body. Got it? Now look here, there are 7 crystal system. When unit cell in crystal lattice has points only at corners, it is called as simple or primitive unit cell. Here there are 7 types of simple or primitive unit cells. These are characterized by length A, B, C and the bond angle alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, so by using this lengths or the angle between the sides of the unit cell, they can be classified in 7 types. So first is cubic shape or cubic geometry. In this cubic geometry, the sides lengths A equal to B equal to C and all the angles are 90 degrees. All the angles between each side is 90 degrees. Tetragonal. So tetragonal geometry means A side equal to B side but not equal to C. But not equal to C and all angles are 90 degrees. Then it gives rise to form tetragonal geometry or tetragonal shape. Orthorhombic. So in this orthorhombic, A not equal to B, not equal to C, but all angles are alpha, beta and gamma are 90 degrees. Monoclinic means, so this is another type of crystal structure. So monoclinic, A not equal to B not equal to C, and two angles only of 90 degrees and one angle not equal to 90. Okay. Triclinic, in this triclinic structure, A not equal to B not equal to C. Out of these three edges, all are unequal, and the angles between each lengths is also not equal to 90. Okay. Hexagonal, in this hexagonal geometry, length A is equal to B but not is equal to C, not is equal to C, and alpha angle, beta angle equal to 90 degrees, but the gamma angle is more than 120 degrees. It is hexagonal geometry. It has hexagonal structure. Now rhombohedral structure, A equal to B equal to C, and alpha angle not equal to beta angle, not equal to gamma angle, and not equal to 90 degrees. So the angles are less than or greater than 90 degrees. So these are in general 7 geometrical shapes in which the crystals of any solid system is formed. Now these 7 crystal structures are formed and it is given by scientist Bravais. So here, to understand or to remember, so I have given total there are 14 Bravais lattice. So here one sentence I have given here, cube te orth motor. Just see. Orth just remember these words. Now why this? So cube means cubical shape, te means tetragonal, orthorhombic, orth monoclinic, mo triclinic, hexagonal and rhombohedral. So for this their crystalline structures name I have taken only few words just as abbreviation. So cube means it has 3, 1, 2, 3. So which are these 3 structures? One is primitive structure, second is body centered, and third is face centered. Okay. Now tetragonal. Tetragonal has 2 points or 2 words, TE means it has 2 primitive and 1 is body center crystal structure. Orthorhombic, ORTH, underline C, 1, 2, 3 and 4. All these 4 primitive, body centered, face centered and end center crystal lattice. Okay. Same way monoclinic, see the underline MO or 2 words MO. So monoclinic has primitive and end center only. Triclinic, tri only 1 underline, only 1 word, so only 1 structure primitive. H hexagonal only 1, and rhombohedral R, so it is only 1 structure. In this way you can remember the total 14 crystal lattice structures, and these are Bravais lattice structures. Okay. Now here the next point is to calculate the number of atoms per unit cell of cubic structure, and the first is simple cubic unit cell, and its number of spheres means number of particles, pairs, particles, atom, molecule, ions, whatever it may be. So this, how many atoms or how many spheres are present in this unit cell, that we have to see. Now here, simple cubic cell, it is also primitive. Primitive means only particles are present at the corners of the shape. Okay. So here at each corner the points are present. Okay. Now the space filling structure, if we draw by means of using all spherical shapes, all the spheres if connected, we get this type of structure. And if this structure is cut from every surface, from each surface, then we get this type of shape. Now in this shape, what do you understand or what do you see? So here, this at particular point, at this particular point, so one atom is cut in this way. Okay, in this way means 1/8 part of the sphere. How 1/8 part? Let us see just see, if the sphere, one sphere, then if it is cut, then we get the shape in this way. This is half. If it is cut, it becomes half. Again, this half is cut, we get the structure in this way. Okay, it is 1/4 and this is 1/8 part. It is 1/8 part atom of that part. So one sphere, half sphere, 1/4 sphere and 1/8 sphere. So just think, this is complete one lemon, this half lemon which is used for making limbu sharbat, this is 1/4 which is used for over our dinner or lunch dish on rice, and this 1/8 part we almost use for our poha dish or upma dish. Okay, so this is 1/8 part. If you understand this, how these particles are present in each and every crystal structure, that idea, to get that idea, so I have shown here these atoms. Now see here. So here, simple cubic structure, SCC structure, it has total 8 corners. And at 8 corners, 1/8 part of the atom of the sphere is present. So 1/8 atom is in corner. So total number of atoms in simple cubic cell is equal to 8 corners into 1/8 atoms. So 8 cancel, we get number of atoms present in unit cell is equal to 1. Okay, so here 1/8 part, here at this corner 1/8 part, 1/8 part, 1/8 part, 1/8, total 8 corners, and at each corner 1/8 portion of the atom of the sphere is present. Okay, so 8 into 1/8, so we get total atoms, total number of atoms which can accommodate in simple cubic structure is only one atom. It is only one atom. Okay, now the next is body centered. Body centered, it has 8 corners, each sphere is present, at each corner, 8 corners, each atom is present with 1/8 part, and at the center of body there is one atom again present. So total, so if we see the geometrical or space filling shape, space filling structure in this way, 4 spheres, 4 sphere, and 1 sphere is present at the center of body. So this is present at the center of body. Means how we can calculate total? So there are total 1/8 atoms at each corner. So 8 into 1/8 atom is equal to total 1 atoms. So by joining all these 1/8 corners, 1 atom is completely distributed over here at only corner side, and one which is present at the center of body. So this is body centered portion. It is also 1 atom present. So total 1/8 into 8 is equal to 1 atom, and complete 1 atom at the center of body. So it is 1 atom. So 1 plus 1 is equal to total 2 atoms. There are 2 atoms. Okay. Now face centered cubic unit cell. So there are total 6 faces. At each face 1 sphere is there, but not complete 1 sphere. Half part of that sphere is in another upper unit cell and half in the desired in the unit cell for which we are going to calculate the number of particles. Okay. So here half at this surface, half is only present. Here half. In this way, at total 6 faces, there is calculation in this way. Look out. So 1/8 part of atom present at 8 corners. So 8 into 1/8 atoms, total 1 atom. There are total 6 faces, and at each face half sphere is there. Is it right? Half sphere is there. So 6 into half is equal to 3 atoms. Means number of atoms, total number of atoms, 1 plus 3 plus 4 atoms. Okay. The unit cell for each 3 is same. But here in one unit cell, only 1 atom is accommodated. In this body centered cubic structure, cubic cell, there are total 2 atoms are accommodated filled in that particular unit cell, and for face centered cubic cell there are total 4 atoms. There are total 4 atoms. From this you may get idea that in that same region only one particle is there. So vacant space, void space, empty space is large here. Okay. Here in that same region, in that same unit cell, total accommodation of 2 atoms. Means there are 2 atoms are filled. Calculating this way. So there are 2 atoms. Means than this, here the void space become less and occupied space is more. In this face centered, again total accommodation of atom is by 4 atom. 4 atoms are accommodated. Means maximum volume of that cubic unit cell is filled, is occupied by the atoms or spheres. Understood? So here simple cubic unit cell has only 1 atom, body centered cubic cell has 2 atoms, and face centered cubic unit cell has total 4 atoms accommodated. So here this is tabular form. simple cubic unit cell. BCC means body centered cubic cell. FCC means face centered cubic cell. Okay. Now number of atoms at corners. For simple cubic cell, there are 8 corners and 1/8 atoms present at each corner. Atoms at faces, no atom at each face. Atoms present at the center, no atom. So total 8 into 1/8 is equal to 1 atom. Okay, this is for simple cubic cell. Body centered cubic cell, we know at 8 corner there are 1/8 part of atoms. At faces, 0 atoms, but it is body centered. At the center of body there is one particle, one sphere. At center there is 1. So 1 plus 1, total 2 atoms in body centered cubic cell. FCC, face centered, 6 faces. At each corner, 8 corners, 1/8 part of atom is present. So 1/8 into 8 corners, total 1 atom here. At faces, there are 6 faces, and at each face, 1/2 particle, 1/2 sphere is there, and at body center, there is 0 atom. So 2 3s are 6, and here 8 1s are 8. So 1 plus 3 is equal to 4 atoms. Understood? Okay. So from this number of total atoms and the unit cell, you may get idea which is vacant or which has empty space more. This body center cubic structure has only 1 atom, so empty space, vacant space, void space is more. In this body centered, total 2 atoms are accommodated, so body centered has less void space than this simple cubic cell. And in FCC structure, total 4 atoms are accommodated, 4 atoms are present, fitted inside that unit cell. So here maximum volume of the cube is get occupied. Okay, so here empty space is less. Now let us go ahead. Now let us calculate, see the relationship between molar mass capital M, density rho of the substance, and age length A of unit cell. Molar mass, density, and age length of unit cell. So this can be deduced in following steps. So here in these steps we can calculate this molar mass density, formula for molar mass density or age length we can calculate. Now here see, if age length of cubic unit cell is A, suppose this is cube, this is cube, this is cube, and this length is A. It is length A. As it is cube, it has equal side, so age length is A. Now as age length is A, the volume of unit cell is A cube. A into A into A cube. Okay. Suppose that the mass of one particle is M. So here in this crystal structure, one particle is present. So its mass is if M, and if there are n number of particles per unit cell, some books it is given by Z. It is also called as Z. So use instead of n. So then the mass of unit cell is equal to M into N. M is the mass of one particle and N are the number of particles present in the unit cell. Okay, this is equation first. Now the density of unit cell. What is the formula for density? Mass upon volume is equal to m into n upon a cube. Mass of unit cell, m is the mass of one particle, and if there are n particles, so m into n, total mass of unit cell, and volume of unit cell is a cube. This is equation number 2. Molar mass, that is capital M, mass of one particle into number of particles per mole. So mass of particle M and number of particles per mole means Avogadro number. Na is equal to Avogadro's number, which is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 moles. So small m is equal to capital M upon Na, equation number 3. So these are all terms. Combining equation from equation 1 and 3, we get rho is equal to n into capital M divided by a cube into Na. So this formula, equation number 4. So what are the terms here? So rho, density, rho is the density, then n is number of particles present in the unit cell, a cube, volume of the unit cell, that unit cell we have given, and its volume, a cube is volume. Capital M is the molar mass of substance, and Na is Avogadro number. Okay. So by knowing all 4 parameters, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, out of this 5, if 4 parameters are known to us, then the 5th one can be calculated. Formula is simple. By changing sides, numerator, denominator, we can calculate the 5th one which is asked. Okay. Now here one example we will see. That example, an element having BCC geometry, body centered cubic structure, it has atomic mass 50 gram per mole. Its atomic mass is given 50 grams per mole. Calculate the density of unit cell if its edge length is 290 picometer. Given terms, atomic mass, edge length 290 picometer. So let us calculate at the time of solving by using this all relations in this formula number 4. Using this we can calculate the number of atoms. We will going to calculate the density of unit cell. Density of unit cell. Now edge length A is given 290 picometer. Convert into centimeters, 290 into 10 raised to minus 10 centimeters. Since it is body centered structure, the number of atoms in unit cell is equal to 2. BCC structure, remind that tabular form. So BCC structure has 2 atoms per unit cell. Okay. Atomic mass of element is 50 gram per mole. 50 gram per mole. Now what is the formula for density? Density is equal to rho n capital M divided by a cube into Na. A cube into Na. Putting the values, number of atoms 2 into 50 gram per mole, molar mass, it is given 50 gram per mole. A cube, what is A? 290 into 10 raised to minus 10 centimeters. So 290 into 10 raised to minus 10 cm brackets cube. Cube of that bracket into Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 per mole. cancelling this per mole 100 and cube of 290 24389 10 raised to minus 10 its cube 10 raised to minus 30 into 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, and here the cube of this unit cm cube. Now simplifying, 100 divided by 14.68 is equal to 6.81 gram per cm cube, and its final answer in kilograms. See here, by simplifying 6.81 grams per cm cube, to convert gram into kilogram, so multiply by 10 raised to 3 kg. So this is the final answer. Okay. Now here, to calculate packing efficiency, we have seen in BCC structure, SCC structure and FCC structure, number of atoms accommodated corresponding in this everyone 1, 2 and 4 respectively. 1 for BCC structure, 2 for 1 for simple cubic structure, 2 for body centered cubic cell and 4 for face centered cubic cell. Now for this all unit cell, we are going to calculate the packing efficiency. Means we are going to calculate the void space and occupied space out of the cube. Now packing efficiency, it has this formula: volume occupied by particles in unit cell divided by total volume of unit cell. In that unit cell, particles are accommodated. If the size of particles, if radius of particles we are provided, we can calculate its volume. Total number of particles we also know using this formula. So volume occupied by particles divided by total volume of the unit cell. If that unit cell has edge length A, its length is given, then its volume can be calculated. So what is the packing efficiency formula? Packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by particle in unit cell divided by total number of unit cell, total volume of unit cell into 100. Okay. Now let us see packing efficiency for SCC structure. SCC structure, simple cubic unit cell. Okay. Now for this simple cubic unit cell, step 1, we will go step by step. Radius of the sphere. In simple cubic structure, the particles or spheres are at corners as given in figures. So it can be given as, so this is 1/8 part, 1/8 part, this is 1/8 part, in this way each corner is occupied . So the sphere has radius r. This 1/8 part means from this to this the radius is r. So edge length of cube is A. The edge length of cube is given and it is A. So its two corners 1/8 atoms are joining or touching to each other. So radius of one particle and this is radius of second particle. Two particles are close together, touching together. So radius of one particle and radius of another particle means 2r. So A is equal to 2r, that is r is equal to A by 2, equation number first. radius is equal to half of the edge length. Is it right? Now, where r is the radius of atom and a is the length of unit cell. Step 2, volume of the sphere. Volume of the sphere. Sphere means the particle. Atom, maybe molecule, or maybe ion, whatever it may be. Its volume we are going to calculate. So, volume of any spherical object 4 by 3 pi r cube, 4 by 3 pi r cube, but we know r is equal to a by 2. The value of r is a by 2. So 4 by 3 pi a by 2 raised to 3. Is it right? So volume of sphere, simplifying 4a cube divided by 6, 3 to the 6. So this is the volume of sphere. It is volume of sphere. So in this unit cell, the how many, whatever it may be the number of sphere, but that sphere has volume given by formula pi a cube upon 6. Third step, total volume of particle in simple cubic structure. Simple cubic structure has only one particle, one atom, one sphere per unit cell. One unit cell has only one atom, one sphere. So total volume of particle is, one particle is pi a cube upon 6, because it is simple cubic cell, simple cubic unit cell, and it has only one particle. So as one particle is present, its volume is same. That is calculated. Now step 4. What is step 4? Packing efficiency of unit cell. Formula we know, volume occupied by particle in unit cell divided by total volume of unit cell. What is the volume occupied by particle? That is pi a cube upon 6 divided by a cube, divided by a cube. Why a cube? So cube of length a, this side a and this side a. So it has total length, width and height. So a into a cube. So this is total volume of unit cell, pi a cube by 6 upon a cube into 100. So simplifying, we get 100 pi divided by 6. So 100 into the value of pi is 3.142 divided by 6, and simplifying, the volume occupied by one particle, one sphere in simple cubic unit cell is 52.36% out of the total volume of the cube, total volume of the unit cell. Is it right? Means out of 100% volume, if the volume of unit cell is considered 100%, then out of 100% occupied volume is only 52.36%. Means there must be empty space, unoccupied space. It is called void space. It is called void space, and this void space is 47.64%. Now from this discussion we may get idea that some metals are soft and some metals are very hard. So this all we are going to see for the crystal structure of different substances. If we consider sodium metal and iron metal, magnesium metal, sodium, magnesium, iron, then sodium metal can be cut by knife. It can be cut by knife. Why? And if we try for iron metal, is it possible? No, it is not possible. It is not possible because the distance between two iron particle is very close. all these particles are very close with each other, and the unoccupied or void space in unit cell is very, very less. Less is the void space, stronger forces of attraction between the accommodated particles. As sodium can be cut by knife, it is clear that the unit cell has unoccupied volume, unit cell of sodium has unoccupied volume is greater. So as unoccupied volume is greater, it can be easily cut by knife. So that is reason behind this. Okay. So for simple cubic structure, occupied space is 52.36% and unoccupied space is 47.64. Packing efficiency in BCC structure, body centered cubic structure. Body centered cubic structure. Now for this body centered cubic structure, I have shown in this figure two particles at two corners of the cube and one particle, one sphere present at the center of body. Is it right? So here this particle at this corner and this A is the particle at this upper corner. F is present, F is the sphere or F is the center at backside corner, and this sphere is present at the center of body. It is present at the center of body. So from this diagram, the corner particles, they are diagonally shown. So this is front top and this is lower back. Is it right? So this sphere is lower back particle and this front top particle. So they are diagonally, and the which one is present at the center of unit cell is touching with both of these. Particle size is same because same particles are there. So let us see. Figure shows that central particle, central sphere, two corner particles along the diagonal of cube using Pythagoras theorem. Now we are going to use Pythagoras theorem. So this is F, this is F, A and C. You can see this. Now see the triangle in this geometrical shape. See the triangle FED. FED, the base triangle, triangle present at the base of the cube. FED, in this FED, angle E is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. Now if we use Pythagoras theorem, so this is diagonal, FD is diagonal, so FD square is equal to FE square plus ED square. FD square is equal to FE square, square of this plus square of ED or DE. Is it right? So FE plus ED square, it is A side, it is A side, this is also A side, edge length of unit cell is A. So A square plus A square, it gives twice A square. So as FE is equal to ED is equal to A, edge length of unit cell is given A. So A square plus A square gives twice A square. So for triangle AFD, angle ADF, now the new triangle, which is, where is this triangle? AFD, AFD, this is triangle AFD. Look at this proper location. In this diagram, look at this AFD, where D angle is 90 degree. Where D angle is 90 degree. Here also we can apply the Pythagoras law, Pythagoras theorem. So AF square, now diagonal is AF. AF square is equal to AD square plus FD square. AD square plus FD square. equation number 2. Now from equation 1, af square is equal to a square plus 2f square. fd ची व्हॅल्यू आपण काढलेली आहे, that is 2a square. fd has value 2a square. So a square plus 2a square is equal to 3a cube. 2a square plus a square. AD is a square, length is a. So 3a square as AD is equal to a. So taking square roots, AF is equal to root 3a, equation number 3. But figure shows AF is equal to 4R. How it comes? So there are 3 spheres touching to each other. First sphere, second sphere and third sphere. So this corner sphere, their 1/8 part is in this cube. Means one radius. This is R. This is R. And this is 2R. And this is again R. Radius of this sphere R. Radius of this sphere 2 times plus radius of this sphere. So it gives AF is equal to 4R. AF is equal to 4R. So AF is equal to root 3A and AF is equal to 4R. So root 3A is equal to 4R. Understood? Now hence taking R at this left side, root 3 by 4 A, equation number 4. Step 2. Now volume of the sphere. Volume of sphere having formula 4 by 3 pi r cube. Any sphere has volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. Putting the value of R from equation number 4. In this equation, we get 4 by 3 pi into root 3 upon 4a cube. Putting the value of R here, we get 4 by 3 pi into root 3 upon 4a bracket raised to 3. Simplifying, we get 4 upon 3 pi upon into root 3 cube divided by 64a cube. Okay. Now is equal to, again simplifying, root 3 pi a cube divided by 16. Simplifying. So this is volume of the particle. Now step 3. What is step 3? Total volume of particles in unit cell. Now we are looking for this for BCC structure, body centered cubic structure. How many particles are accommodated in this BCC structure, crystal structure? Body centered cubic unit cell has 2 particles, we know. So it contains 2 particles. Hence volume occupied by 2 particles in BCC unit cell is equal to 2 into this calculated formula, which we have calculated at the back page. So here 2 into root 3 pi a cube upon 16. Simplifying, equation number 5 we get root 3 pi a cube upon 8. Okay. Now step 4 for packing efficiency. Volume occupied by sphere divided by volume of complete volume of the unit cell into 100. Okay. So volume occupied by 2 particles divided by total volume of unit cell into 100. As edge length of cube is a, that we know. Now simplifying, putting the values of 2 particles root 3 pi a cube upon 8, root 3 pi a cube upon 8 divided by volume of unit cell a cube into 100. So it comes 68%. Now see the difference between both crystal structure, simple cubic structure and body centered cubic structure. Simple cubic structure has only one particle accommodated, body centered cubic structure has two particles. So in that previous crystal structure there is 52.3% occupied volume, and here as same unit cell with edge length a, it accommodates two particles, two spheres. So the occupied volume is maximum 68%. Okay, therefore packing efficiency of body centered crystal structure is 68%. So void space is less, 32% is void space. Understood? This is packing efficiency. Okay, thank you.